Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? It is time for our cook-along, and we're excited. This is a simple little dish, but it's a tasty little dish, and Mama is going to show us how to fix it. We're going to give everybody 2 or 3 more minutes because we said we were going to start at 6. So I just come on a little bit just in case we had any technical difficulties. As you all know, we do every once in a while. So we'll give everybody just a minute more. So we'll wait right up till 6. But we're doing the macaroni salad, which is Mama's treat tonight. And if you don't have your ingredients ready, go ahead and start getting them together. Elbow macaroni, we cooked a half a box, and that's what we're going to be using. We've got, about 6 boiled eggs here. You can't see them in the white bowl, but they're in there. And we're going to use mayonnaise and onion. And we're going to use sweet pickled relish. You can chop your own if you want. And what's that other ingredient? Mustard, salt, pepper, and a little bit of sugar. And Mama's going to pull all that together for you. We'll give it just a few more minutes. Hello, everybody. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Hey, Kathy. Hey, Faye. Good evening. Says Mary Drummond, how are you?
Be careful to move that bowl off in there.
Yes, ma'am. You got the macaroni.
Gotta see if it's done.
Check it out, Mama. Oh, Mama, look at that. That's to perfection. Let it cool a little bit. This is just in our pasta maker. This is a Tupperware product, of course. But we love it. We use it every time we make pasta. We've not made pasta without it, but why would we? It's so simple. It says not to put fat in it, but I do. I put my pasta, my water, my salt, my butter, just like I would if it's going on top of the stove. This takes about 12 minutes, and it's done. Sometimes it takes less if you use less,
and
of course.
And with this, you drain it right in the thing, so you don't have to have a strainer.
You don't have to have a strainer or nothing, because it comes right through these little holes. Can y'all see those holes? Well, John, maybe they're not there. They're not there. Never mind. They're here. You see these little holes? They come through that little hole just wonderful. I sunk your spoon, Mama. You don't need that anymore. All right. So that's the macaroni's ready, and here's the eggs ready. If you don't have yours ready, that's fine. You can go ahead and get them started. And as Mama's mixing, yours can be cooking. It won't be no problem. Well, the golden hour is here, 6 o'clock. So hello, everybody. Happy coffee time. If you're just now joining us, you've not missed a thing. We didn't start. We just hanging out until y'all got here. Good evening, John and Mama. How are you? Who was it? Shannon. How are you? Hi, John and Mama. Hey, Donna. How are you? Folks, it's a wonderful day here. It's beautiful, but it's 53 right now, but it's a windy, cool kind of 53. Isn't it funny how it can be a temperature, but it can also be cool even for 53, seems like. I guess it's the wind and the air is a little cooler.
It's cold. The wind is cold.
Yeah. Mama, ain't you going to drink no coffee or nothing?
No, I've got my Zero Sprite somewhere.
Oh.
Way over here.
You better get a hold of it, Mama.
I'm going to.
Okay, Mama, I got my chore board out. I know there's going to be onions involved, so I wet me a paper towel. Put it right here on the edge of my cutting board. And what happens is, when I start cutting the onions, those fumes, those gases off the onion, it's going to be looking for moisture. And if I don't have a wet towel here, it's going to be looking for my eyes. So if you don't want your eyes to burn or water or whatever, you can use a dish rag, any kind of wet, just some moisture. This just happens to be a wet paper towel. I'm going to leave it right here. And when I cut those onions, they won't kill me. You know how that goes. All right, Mama. Tell us what we're up to today.
Well, we're just simply going to make macaroni salad, and all I
Let me
do...
set your chair over for you.
Oh, no. That's good. And I said, all I'm going to do is the macaroni's cooked, and I'm going to put my eggs and my onions and my salt and pepper and a little bit of sugar and mustard, and I'm going to mix it up in a bowl. And I did get a clear bowl so maybe you could see. And then I'm gonna fold in my macaroni last. So, Johnny cuts the onion, cut us off a couple of slices for,
Oh yeah, we're having hamburgers with ours. What are y'all having with your macaroni salad today? I love the damp paper towel trick. It works, doesn't it, Charity? Just like a charm, she says. Did Mama cook 4 or 8 ounces of macaroni? Mama, how big a box you start with, the pound box?
I throw it in the pot.
I'm going to say she fixed a half a box, 8 ounces. Because I think it's a 16 ounce or 15.5 ounce box. So 8 ounces of dry macaroni was enough.
And it's made this pasta maker this full,
That would be enough for us. Now, if you got a big old family, you're going to have to fix the whole box, maybe 2 or maybe a box and a half. You may need a half a dozen. You may need more than a half a dozen eggs. You may need a whole dozen of boiled eggs. I don't know how much eggs you will put. But if you're going to make a couple, then you don't need too much. Hi, John and Mama. So glad you both are doing better. We are. We're doing great. We've not had any problems in about a month now, Amy. We are faring up.
Getting a lot better.
Yeah. Somebody asked me the other day, said, how you doing? I said, fair to middling. And they said, what's that mean? I said, well, I'm not jumping or running any races, but I'm fair. I'm doing pretty good. It was a younger person. They don't know all them old sayings like old people like me.
I'm not old enough to know some of your sayings.
Well, Mama, I love old sayings. So I read up on them. I read through. If I find one I like, I use it. I want that heritage to last. Now I'm just slicing some onion. I'm going to slice some. We're going to have hamburgers and macaroni salad and a little bit of potato chips. And that's our lunch or supper tonight. We're not doing anything fancy, are we, Mama?
No.
We've had more hamburgers and hot dogs and sandwich stuff this week than we have in a year.
We're going to turn it into a sandwich.
Well, Mama wanted it last Sunday. She said, let's just do hamburgers or hot dogs. Saturday when we was on here together, she said that's what she was having for Sunday. Well, she ended up having roast and mashed potatoes, green beans, and the works.
I started to say sandwiches is all we've had, but no, we've had
Oh, Mama,
that, and we've had beef stew last night.
Yeah, we've had some good
stew. Or have I
stew.
slept? It's a different.
We've had some good stew. So then Mama still said Monday she'd like to have a hamburger or a hot dog. So we ended up having hot dogs or
hamburgers that day and hot dogs
the next.
And then Thursday we didn't cook nothing. Oh, I made the ruby slipper cake.
You made ruby slipper and we ate a late lunch out.
And we had cake for snacking on for supper, we call it.
Yeah, Mama, you had catfish Thursday for lunch.
Yes.
Mama loves catfish. I like it okay. But now, we go somewhere that has good catfish. That's what Mama's going to order, probably. Good catfish.
Bread. I want it covered in bread.
And cornmeal. I wish we could buy good frozen catfish or something and have it here in the freezer.
Make it till I could make it like those.
Yeah. Mama, you probably could master that.
You better not forget and cut all of that because you'll have some for your hamburger.
Well, I've got it right there, Mama. You need more than that for the macaroni salad?
Probably not much more because I can't eat it.
So you saying much more or no more?
Just try that. Let's see if that'll flavor it.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I can't eat all of that.
So, you want me to go and put that in your bowl?
Yes, please. I'm going to get started on it.
So I'm putting, this is about 2 slices of onion.
You probably need more, but I just can't eat it.
Mama just can't eat it. If you want it to really be oniony, you can also use some dry onion or some onion salt. That makes a good onion flavor without having to worry about the raw onions. That may upset your stomach. Because now it can. Some people just don't do well with them.
This is not a tablespoon, but a little.
A pickle relish. Hi, John and
About a tablespoon of pickle relish.
You know what? I think I froze y'all up while ago.
cut some eggs before you do the tomato. We need it pretty good.
Let me get another cutting board because I'm going to use this one just for my stuff. And I don't think I can use that to use eggs.
A tablespoon of mayonnaise, and I'm going to put 2 of them. 2 big spoonsful. 2 big spoonsful of mayonnaise. This is the blue plate the lady sent us. And on mustard, I'm just going to put 1 little squirt. Squirty squirt.
Can y'all can't see Mama good. Let's get over here, Mama. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
I went over there and you started cooking.
Okay, got the onions in there and about a tablespoon of pickled relish, 2 spoonsful of the mayonnaise, and now I'm just going to put a squirt of mustard in there.
So about a dime size, quarter size. So that's about 3 slices of onion, maybe 2 slices. About a tablespoon of pickled relish.
Yeah.
And 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise and a quarter size of mustard.
Okay, and this is the little chicken sugar bowl. Get it off, and I'm just going to put, this is like a half a teaspoon thing. I'm going to put 2 of those in there and let it, I think the sugar takes away some of the whang. Some likes dill. If you like dill pickles in yours, then I wouldn't recommend the sugar, but let me get some salt and pepper just a second.
So you wouldn't put sugar in dill, Mama?
Well, I get it to take some of that, like, whang off of everything.
Where's the wine come from, Mama?
The mayonnaise and stuff. I'm just sprinkling some pepper to taste and a little bit of...
So you're saying the sweet pickle and the mayonnaise has got that little bit of vinegar.
Yeah.
So you add a little sugar. I never did know how you added the sugar, but I know
My mommy added a little sugar. The reason I added
it tastes a little sweet, doesn't it?
It's not really sweet, but it's got that. Now, all I'm doing now is I'm going to just mix all of that up.
Now, Mama, I've got 3 eggs. Do you need more than this? A little bit here?
I don't think so. May not use all this macaroni. It's courthouse. And see, all I'm doing is blending this real good.
You already put salt and pepper?
Yeah, I put some. I don't want it too salty. Because you put some salt in the macaroni, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
So,
now this is 3 eggs chopped coarse. That's all that is. 3 boiled eggs. 3 hard-boiled eggs. Now, how I did my eggs, you've seen them before. I let them, when they start boiling hard, that not when a bubble or 2 shows up, but when they really start bubbling, I take them off after about 8 minutes and I let them sit for up to 10 minutes in that hot water. Then I flash cool them. And then we peel them. And that way you don't get that green ring. I don't care for that green ring.
okay, I've got that all mixed up. And all I'm going to do now is add some of my macaroni a little and kind of fold it in. That way your macaroni don't.
Half a box of macaroni, Linda, is what we're using. That's the reason we're not giving precise ingredients on everything, because we're just showing you how. If you make more, you're going to need to add more. So you may need to use a half a cup of mayonnaise. You may need a couple of daubs of mustard. You may want 8 boiled eggs. We've only put 3 in this little bit.
We may add a couple more eggs.
Mama says we may add some more now. Thank you for those stars, Lisa. I'm having to read upside down here almost.
Some more mayonnaise. Just go beside if it don't look suit you. And if you want celery in yours, by all means, put celery or peppers or what you like.
I had a little bit different stuff to mine. That's the reason we call this Mama style. Because Mama's macaroni is different than what I normally make. Because now I'll put everything with the kitchen sink. I'll add peas or frozen peas in it, or I'll add anything in it. But when we do Mama style, this is it. This is all it is. Simple and easy. But boy, does it taste good.
Oh, yeah. And more onions would make it have more flavor. I just can't.
Now, you could add onion salt now, or minced onion, or, if you want to.
So I think it will get drier as it said. So I'm gonna put more mayonnaise in it. And I didn't use all my macaroni, so
Paula says it looks good, Mama.
yeah.
Looks
I
delicious.
told my sister we was gonna fix macaroni, and she said, "Are you gonna fix Mommy's macaroni salad?" I said, "Yeah, it's gonna be Mommy's."
Celery is always good. Yeah, I love celery, Vicky.
And a little more. I'm just doctoring it as I go.
This is how she cooks, beside. And this is how we always make it, or she always makes it. Someone started our party. That's what she's, who said that? Thank you for the star party.
You think that's enough for us, or should I make a little more? We don't want it to
No, that'd be enough, Mama. I think you've done real well. That's a good amount. We got macaroni for something else. And,
Oh, you know, I didn't put the burgers on.
well, they'll be done in about 8 minutes. It won't take long.
Okay, so
We'll talk for a while. I got the
I
burgers.
got macaroni left, and you know what I plan on doing to this? Is make macaroni and tomatoes, maybe.
Oh.
Excuse me.
This is the rest of the half of the box. So you can imagine, you know, that was a good amount. And here is the
It's not that
macaroni
much
salad.
salad.
But now that's enough for me and Mama. That'll be enough for 2 people. And we'll probably have enough for a lunch one day next week. And that'll be delicious. Mama, why don't you go ahead and make the macaroni and tomatoes for them tonight, and that way they can watch you.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about your burgers.
Okay, so I just made up 2 burger patties. That's what we're having. And all I've done is I just made up the patties and put salt and pepper and Montreal steak seasoning on both sides. And then I put a little pat of butter, just like I would a ribeye steak. And this is just in the Micro Pro Grill. These are on sale. I just want to mention it while I'm on here because somebody will ask. These are on sale through the last Wednesday of this month. And they're $50 off. So they're $199, but they're still worth their money at $199 for what time it saves and how quick it is. There's not one drop of oil in here. There's nothing. This was just a clean Macro Pro Grill. 2 hamburger patties made, seasoned on both sides, and I'm putting this in grill mode right on top of that butter. I don't care if it presses it down because that's what I want. I want them burgers pressed and browned on both sides. Going to put this in the microwave for about 8 minutes. And that's because the burgers are a little larger. And that's all I'm giving it. And we'll be ready to eat our hamburgers with our macaroni salad. Mom always likes to let the macaroni salad set for a minute. We didn't plan on doing macaroni and tomatoes. But as soon as Mama said that, I thought, let's just go ahead and do that too.
You're just wanting some, ain't you?
I'll never turn down a macaroni and tomato. I love Mama's macaroni and tomatoes. Mama, are we getting
Oh, yes.
homegrown tomato sauce? That's what makes it perfect, is that
Homegrown tomatoes.
homegrown tomatoes. Mama's going to get them. So all she done is put the leftover macaroni. There's quite a bit of it. Leftover macaroni in this kettle. And yeah, we call this a kettle. I know, we'll get some people ask about that. What do y'all call it, a boiler? Or a pot, maybe? We call a tea kettle a tea kettle. I know some people says a kettle is what you put tea in. This is a kettle to us. And this is one of our Tupperware kettles. And we will put the macaroni. And then we'll put tomatoes in it. And Mom will put a little bacon grease in it. She'll show y'all that in just a second. And it will be delicious. This is that egg cutting board. I'm going to set it aside. Because, I don't know, the eggs are fine. But I just feel like it might need...
This is my quart jar of canned tomatoes. I canned these last year.
Let's get Alexa, set us a timer in 5 minutes. Alexa, set timer 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
We're going to give a cookbook away in 5 minutes. When Alexa chimes, the first person I see on the comments, you win a cookbook. And here's the cookbook. This is a part of the cooking along videos that we do. And what we do is we use our star money. We buy these from the church. This does not cost the church. It's just a good way, we feel, to circle the love. You all give us the stars, we buy cookbooks, and then we give them to you all. So that's an appreciation gift, and we just want to say thank you, thank you. If you've not seen the cookbook, we do have them for sale. They're $17. That includes tax and everything. And they're divided into all these categories. And each category has a page. And then behind it is a helpful hints page. And then it's tons of recipes. I wish I knew the exact number. I've been needing to do that, but I haven't. In the back is napkin folds and all kinds of stuff. Fruit, what fruits are, food quantities, microwave hints, tons and tons of information. So when she goes off, first person that I see, we will say, you're the winner. And we'll ask you to pin your name and your address. But don't pin your address if I don't call your name, because that's the only reason I would need that is if you are the winner. And I'm gonna write them down, so I'll have them all fixed up here. Mama, show us the tomatoes and macaroni now.
Okay, I've just dumped what left macaroni. It's about half and half, as you can see, where I cooked it. Get it over here where they can see.
Mama, let y'all.
And it's just that macaroni, and this is a quart jar of canned tomatoes that I canned last
Aren't
summer.
they beautiful? Now you want a taste of them. I don't care if you did can them. Taste of them and make sure you're not ruining your whole dish with some tomatoes.
Tomatoes, usually when they're ruined, they'll separate. Some will be at the bottom, the water will be like at the top or bottom one, and the tomatoes, and they'll separate.
Now that was a whole quart in there. You did good, Mama.
I'm gonna make you plenty of tomatoes with this
Now these will last for days in the refrigerator. So you can't, if you made a soup kettle full, you wouldn't have too many because you can eat them and they're just so good. I can eat just macaroni and tomatoes and make a meal. That's all I would need.
And I always put just a titch of bacon grease to give it a little bit of bacon flavor is all I.
Just a tidge. Mama, what's a tidge? Is that an official measurement?
Yeah, a little
A tinge.
tin. See that little specker?
She puts this much bacon grease in that hole just to make it,
He'll have a little bit of flavor to it.
just to give it a little dab of flavor.
Bacon flavor.
Bacon flavor.
And then we're gonna sprinkle some. Did you put very much salt in the macaroni?
No, and you turned it off mostly with when you was doing the
Okay, so
water.
put some salt in here.
Now you do drain these macaronis for your salad, but when I do macaroni and cheese
And I put pepper, good pepper, a lot of pepper in my macaroni tomatoes.
or goulash, I don't drain all the water. I leave a little bit of that water just so I'll have all that flavor I've cooked into it in that butter.
And right here is all I gotta do now is heat up the tomatoes and let it cook a little bit. And that juice will go into the macaroni and everything. If you want. Can they see that?
Can y'all see that, Mom? See? There's the macaroni and tomatoes. This is just a bonus today. You wasn't even planning on this, and we wasn't either. I tell you, we don't plan. We just, whatever we do, we do. So that's the macaroni and tomatoes. We're going to have that. That'll taste good with a hamburger too, Mom. I'm still enjoying this lettuce that Jeff and April brought us. Jeff and April are our neighbors over the hill. They have a greenhouse. They set up most every Saturday during the farmer's market. And if you're coming through Jellicoe, stop by the farmer's market. Go and you'll find all this wonderful, beautiful produce. And you can introduce yourself and say, you must be Jeff and April Brown, because John and Mama told us about y'all. And about every Saturday, me and Mama go down there. So we may be right there anyway. That is what I'm doing. Now this is what I like to do. This is just the cutting board I used, and I just spread it out on there and just use it just like that. And look at that beautiful lettuce. And the winner is Miss, hold on a second, Judy and Mike Wilborn. Judy and Mike Wilborn. Alexa, stop. Do you add sugar to the mac and tomatoes?
No.
No, not macaroni and tomatoes, Judy. We don't. But we do add it when I make the macaroni scalloped tomatoes. There are no macaroni in them. I'll make those again before long. Scalloped tomatoes, we put sugar in them, and we put light bread and a little bit of butter and a little bit of sugar on top. They're delicious.
Now, my
Sweet
mom
and
called
tomatoes.
that tomato pie to her.
Tomato pie, but that's different than tomato pie I showed you all. But Judy and Mike Wilburn, send me your address, PM me your address. You just won a church cookbook. So let me put your name down right here. Judy, Mike Wilburn. Okay. There you go, folks. Alexa, set us another timer for 10 minutes. Folks, look at that.
10 minutes. Starting now.
She's done her job today. I asked her earlier. I said, Alexa, are you going to work today? And she said, I am doing my best. But look at that. That looks like summertime, doesn't it? And it's not. It's not nowhere near summertime yet. Especially today. Boy, have we ever been woke up to the reality. And this, they gave us a whole bunch of lettuce and I've been eating it. It's what I had for lunch today. Put this on a bologna sandwich. It was heaven. It was wonderful. Mama, you could put that in there before it gets warm.
I sure will.
Now the macaroni, your macaroni, it may still be a little warm, but that's okay. It'll be fine. But look how good that macaroni salad is. Now if you were, now Mama's got this bowl messy, but if you were going to take this somewhere, you'd clean that bowl.
I put it in a clean bowl.
Put it in a clean bowl. And we put a little paprika on it, or put a little, a lot of times when I take stuff to
Leave a whole egg and slice it. Or
yeah, a lot of times when I take stuff to a party, family get together, or if I'm taking it to a friend's house, or taking it to church, I like to put an egg or something on top of it, not just for decoration, but also to alert anyone who's allergic to eggs. There are definitely eggs in this macaroni salad. Because if you're allergic to eggs, you may not think. If you don't put it in yours, which obviously you wouldn't, you may not think that anybody else would be putting it in theirs. So it's good to put a little something on there. That's the same thing. Yes, ma'am. Same thing with peppers or something hot.
Do I need to cook them
A little bit longer, Mama. Okay. I can see they're not. I'll set that up. Something that normally wouldn't have peppers or something in it. Put a little pepper or something as a garnish. Let folks know what's in there when you're taking it to a froze y'all up at Judy and Mike. I thought, well, there's Judy and Mike again. Okay. Are y'all saying this is my dad's favorite food was lima beans and rice with tomatoes mixed in it. Oh, that does sound good. I've never had that, Angela, but that sounds delicious. Susan Cox, that is looking good. Deborah, thank you for those stars. Janet, I love lettuce just plain. Yes, I do, Janet. I like lettuce with just, I put it in a bowl and put a little salt, a little pepper on it. I can eat it just like that. Love me a bologna and tomato and mayo sandwich. Well, Kathy, you could have had lunch with us today. That's exactly what we had, was a bologna sandwich. We've been in projects all day today, but I woke up this morning. Mama started project countdown. Let's do this. Let's get this done. And that's what we've done
And
all
we've
day.
done pretty good on most of the ones that we mentioned and stuff today.
You've done good, Mama.
I'm proud of us. I'm tired, but I'm proud of us.
It's good to be tired. Ain't it good to be tired after you accomplish something? You can look and see what you've done. I love fried bologna too, Marla. Fried bologna, I like it. I like to fry it and I like to let it cool, and then later on in the day come through and get it and put it on a piece of white light bread or sliced bread and have it with some mustard. Sometimes Mama will make it for breakfast, and I like it okay for breakfast, just okay though. And she fries it, and she likes hers dark. Mama's hair looks pretty. Well, thank you, Linda. Mama, Linda says your hair looks pretty.
Well,
thank you for those stars, Margie. And Mama likes fried bologna, gravy, and light bread. Pour the gravy over the light bread.
That's
have
how
the
you
fried.
dirty liked it, and we fixed it. Now I don't ever fix it no other way except that way now.
Have the fried bologna, and I'll eat it that way if that's what she wants. Mama, we are matching No, yours is purple. Mine's
Mine's
blue.
purple.
I sort of say we're matching in the wrong directions, but when I looked on that video, it looked like we were. Anyway, back. I was chasing a rabbit. I'll be right back. But like you should have bologna left over, and we put it in the refrigerator. And later on, I'd come through and heat it up just a second, not to get it hot, just to break that chill. Put light bread and just French's mustard. I love it. Mustard and bologna sandwich. Yes, Rosemary, you know what I'm talking about. Love it. Thank you all for who said. Thank you, Jakey. We are so glad you're here. Hey, Annette, how are you? I'm a little late getting on, but I didn't want to miss this. I had my eggs boiled and my macaroni made and bacon. Then a bacon sandwich. That sounds good, Annette. You didn't miss any.
I didn't think even about a bacon sandwich. That
Right,
would
Mama,
have been
that would've been
wonderful.
good. Mama's got the macaroni salad made, and it's made just like just the ingredients she told.
My
And-
mommy's.
This is, I guess, Mama's, but I call it Mama's. Mama's macaroni salad, which used to be Mama's macaroni salad. I've always done that too, but didn't get to watch from the beginning, so I'll have to see. Y'all can watch the repeat of it. That'll be great. I'm wondering how to win a cookbook, please. Okay, Laura, you don't have to do a thing. I've got Alexa working tonight, and she has got us the timer set right now. Alexa, how much longer is left on the timer? Alexa, how much longer is left on the timer?
You have 4 minutes left on your
There's only
10-minute
4
timer.
minutes left on the 10-minute timer, Laura. So as soon as the timer goes off, I'm going to look, and the first line of the comments gets the cookbook. And I've already given one away to Judy and Mike Wilburn, and we'll be giving them away like that through this whole broadcast. So you don't have to do a thing. If I do call your name, then send me your address, PM it to me. Love fried bologna with fried eggs.
Oh, I do too.
Mama likes that. I like it okay. But I guess my favorite thing to have is sausage. Second favorite probably would be bacon. I love the flavor of bacon, but the ease of the sausage is much easier to prepare. Don't y'all think? Just finished having tenderloin, mashed potatoes, and garden. Did you say? Wait just a minute. Hold the phone, Patricia. Patricia, have you already got corn? Did you get corn out of your garden, or is this some you canned from last year? Garden corn? If you must live in some warm place, Patricia. Some people are getting stuff out of their gardens already. My they like lettuce with sugar on it. Never tried that, Shirley, but I'd be willing to. I love a Vidalia sandwich with mayo on bread. Angela, I do too. Plano onion sandwich. When Vidalia onions come in, I'll be eating an onion sandwich.
Okay.
Those look great, Mama.
Should I put your cheese on?
Yes, please. Just put that.
Which one was yours?
It don't matter. They're all the same. Just put the cheese in here. You don't want cheese on yours, do you?
No.
I would love a cookbook, Christy. Well, you can purchase one for $17, including tax, shipping, and everything. There is no tax, really. It's just for the church. You can send it to John Davis, P.O. Box 918, Jellicoe, Tennessee, 37762. Take a screenshot of that if it looks normal to you. If it don't, take a screenshot of that. John Davis, P.O. Box 918, Jellicoe, Tennessee, 37762. And it's just $17. You can do check or money order. We don't do any electronic pay. The church, we kind of talked about it, and they was a little leery of it. So when we started out, we was just doing local, and then it kind of went a little bit farther out into the world. Thank you all. And so they just said stick with this for a while, and we may look into it more, but we did look into it, and it did give warnings about being hacked easily, and make sure you have that all transferred over quickly. And so, there was a little bit of problems with that. And then another way you might be able to win one on a cook-along, because we like to give them away, and anytime we have a cook-along, that's one of the things we do at a cook-along. My husband loves fried bologna and scrambled eggs and mayonnaise sandwiches. I do too. Now I like a bologna sandwich better than I do with gravy and bread. I have made a lot of things you and Mama showed. They all turned out perfect. Well, you're a wonderful cook, Sandra. We don't cook anything just like this today. Well, you can find all kinds of recipes that are far more complicated, but we do things simple and easy. And just the old-fashioned, sticking with the tradition for most part. And that's how we cook everything. Like Mama and I have often said, we don't consider ourselves teachers or showing you all how to do it.
I don't even consider myself a cook.
We just show you how we do it. Ours probably ain't right, according to everything you're supposed to do all the time. Ours may fall off the rule book a little bit, but that's just what we've always done it, and that's what we do.
And
so.
this macaroni and tomatoes is just...
Okay, let's see who our winner is. Wanda Dorsey. Wanda Dorsey, PM me your address, and we will get you out a cookbook. Alexa.
Thank you, Alexa.
Alexa, stop. Okay, Wanda, it says, I'm with you, John. I love fried bologna and mustard, and I prefer all beef bologna. Yeah, enjoy watching you and Mama so much. Well, Wanda Dorsey, we enjoy you being here, and we want to send you a cookbook. And I'm going to put your name down here. You won the second cookbook, Wanda.
And like I said, the macaroni salad is my mommy's, and this is what we ate growing up, is this macaroni and tomatoes. It's like this. Scoot it over, please. And you can see it's good and hot.
It's
steaming.
delicious.
And yet tomatoes.
Oh,
you
it
can
smells
smell-
good.
you-
Let me show them.
You can smell
Take your boat paddle.
my whole pail. That's a spoon.
There is the macaroni and tomatoes. See how delicious they look. Now, Mama, I hope that we could eat on these tonight. I
You
hope this
can
went
eat
for a
them
future.
anytime you want.
That's what I said. I hope it ain't like a future meal that you're planning on getting
Eat
into
them
tonight.
anytime you want.
Miss Wanda Dorsey, PM me your address. My mother used to make casseroles that had macaroni, tomatoes, sugar, fried ground hamburger with onions and cheddar. Kathy, I never had that, but it sounds good. Send me that recipe. We'll try it. I'd love to try some of your all's recipes. We've cooked our stuff, and we know so we've been trying to try some new things. But if y'all have recipes, PM them to me or drop them in the mail. That would be it. Mom, if we're going to get recipes.
I've not opened yesterday's.
What about kids' jokes? Do we get any of those or kids' recipes?
Not that I know of, unless it's in these last ones that I...
If y'all want to send us your children's recipes, we'd love to have them. Hold on just 1 second. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes, please.
10 minutes, starting now.
In 10 minutes, we'll have another winner. What was I saying? Children's recipes. We love children's recipes. What we like is ask your 2-year-old, your 3-year-old, how do you make your favorite thing? Like example, if their favorite thing is macaroni and tomatoes, say, tell me how you make macaroni and tomatoes. Don't change a thing. Write down exactly what they say. It's so fun. It's so fun to hear how they think things are made. One recipe, they said it was macaroni and cheese. I believe they cooked it for 16 hours. And I think how funny. A child probably does think it takes Mama 16 hours to make macaroni and cheese. It seems like forever.
They have no concept of what 16 hours is a lot of times.
I asked a little boy at church one time. He's half grown now, but I asked him one time. Christmas was coming in like 4 or 5 weeks. And I said, Christmas will be here in 4 or 5 weeks. And he said, how many sleeps is that? I said, well, probably, let's say 30 sleeps. He goes, that's a lot. I said, yeah. I thought it was cute that he measured the days and sleeps. Is that not adorable? I asked him, he was talking about being older or being younger, who was older or younger. And I said, how do you think I am? He said, you are old. And I thought,
Sorry about that, dear.
I used to like that little boy. No, I still like him. I said, well, how old do you think I am? He said, gosh, I don't know. You're probably like 10. And I thought, double digits. He thought that was old. So I thought that was so cute. Kids say the darndest things, and I love it. So if you have a kid, a young kid, ask them how they make it and send it to us. And likewise, if you have an older kid, maybe you have a 12, 11-year-old that's cooking for real, and they have a wonderful recipe, have them send us that recipe. And we'd like to try to make some of them and try to at least read some of them. It'd be great to have as a little part of our show just to read you all the recipes, the little kids and the big kids. And if you all have one, send us a recipe. Sometimes I get messages from people and I'm like, you don't have to ask. They'll say, John, I have a recipe. Would you like for me to send it? Yes. The answer is going to be yes. Send those recipes. We would love to have them. I may not get to see every one of them. And I've told y'all before, PMs don't always get read. Sometimes there's just so many. And we appreciate each and every one of them. And I do make an effort. I honestly do make an effort to read those PMs. But sometimes they slide through. It's not that I'm trying not to, or I'd love to be able to. But I do work another job, and of course we video and we cook and we do. Usually at night, when I settle down for the night, it's when I get to read PMs. So that's the reason sometimes they get neglected. Now someday, if we are able to get somebody to help us, then we can ask somebody, could you read these PMs and give us the answers? That would be great. But right now, that ain't the reality. So, Mama, we're ready, aren't we?
Yeah, just waiting for you to get through talking on the top.
She says that to me all the time.
No, I wasn't being mean.
Oh, this time.
No, not this time I wasn't being mean.
This time
I
wasn't
was
being.
just listening to you.
This time I wasn't being hateful, she said. But then the other times I was telling you to shut up.
Sometimes I am, but this time
Sometimes I'm telling you to shut up.
I got you a bowl.
I was just say, are we eating out of that same bowl, Mama? We're going to share a bowl?
I wasn't going to eat. I wasn't going to mix my macaronis.
Oh, you're not going to mix your. Well, I'm going to mix them, Mama.
Macaroni. You'll be like one of my first cousins. They was out working in the fields or gardens and stuff, and she cooked dinner, and she had mashed potatoes, stewed potatoes, every way you could fix potatoes.
The world of potato?
She had a potato, and Daddy said, when they come in, he said that was, you could have a potato. If you like potatoes, you could eat all you wanted.
So what did she have? Sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, fried potatoes?
She had fried potatoes cut in little chunks, because one of them liked that, she said. She had sliced fried potatoes, because the other one liked them that way. And she had mashed potatoes, and she had just stewed tomatoes, just cooked tomatoes. And then potatoes, and then she had some other ways. He said there's a little bit of other stuff on the table, but most everything was potatoes.
Well, she was just trying to be a people pleaser. She was trying to please everybody with the kind they liked.
So I said, I guess that was a good way to settle all that.
Well, you don't want to disappoint nobody. And Mama, you drinking Sprite?
Yeah, it's one I've had for hours. It's one now.
You want no lettuce?
No lettuce, I'm sorry.
Look at this lettuce. This lettuce is delicious. I can sure eat it. In fact, I'll eat every bit of this lettuce. Look, there's some purple. Thank you, Jeff and April, again. Y'all are so kind. And they brought this over and everything. Mama, you want tomato?
Yeah.
My hands are clean.
Sure they are.
You don't want me to touch your tomato? You want onion?
No, better not.
Now, Mama, you had me fix up a pile.
I told you just for you, because what I eat in that salad will probably do me in.
Well, I'm going to put a little pepper on mine. I like a little pepper.
Are you inviting people to eat with us, or are you just going to eat in front of them?
I'm hoping they get some macaroni salad made up. Did y'all have macaroni salad? How's your all's macaroni salad? My doctor told me nothing white to eat because of my sugar is high. Mom, did you hear that? Nothing white.
I know it, and that's pasta.
Uh-huh. See, who said that? I've lost you. I don't know what happens to comments. I will see one. I'll try to chase it down because it's rolled away. And it's jumped way on up the list. So I don't know how they even load the. Is there JFG salad dressing in there? I got your blue plate, but I'm going to use my JFG.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to get yours. Write one out, did I?
Well, that blue plate is good in this macaroni salad, but I'll use that same spoon. I ain't that picky, Mama. Not that picky. I'm not as picky as Mama. Now, Mama, she's picky.
250 left.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Well, 250, so it's almost 3
Put some of
minutes.
that back. That spoon's bigger than what I'm used to using, Mama. So there's the hamburger. Look at that. We're still eating off that fancy china.
I'm lazy, don't
We probably will all summer. Do y'all eat off from styrofoam or paper plates or something? I need some new recipes to try so y'all's cookbook would come in handy. Tanya, we've got a bunch of them in there, and like I said, they're not all mine and Mama's, but they are all stuff that me and Mama would cook because they're all just country recipes. As we look through the book, there's a few things in there that would be brand new for us, but not now because most of everything we've cooked. But it's just like it's just like a cookbook we would write because it's just Southern favorites. Mama, this macaroni salad looks delicious. Folks, did y'all get your macaroni salad done? Did y'all cook along with Mama? That's beautiful. There it is. Mama makes the best macaroni salad. Yeah, people get famous for stuff. Maybe somebody might be famous for their cookies or their cakes. Or Mama's kind of famous for a macaroni salad. Anytime we have a gathering, they'll say, Mama, you gonna bring your macaroni salad? So, Mama, you ain't gonna pray.
Yeah.
The devil will get you.
Yeah, I know what he's already going to get me. I did mean yesterday. I was ashamed of myself.
Mama's trying that macaroni salad out. Now let's see, how much time we got? We got over a minute. We got time to pray. We don't want Alexa to be ringing in on us.
Okay.
I think we have. Alexa.
Yeah, she can't do it.
Okay. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this meal. We thank you for these precious hands that prepared it, dear Lord. We just ask for the nourishment of our body, dear Lord. Be with each and every prayer request that's been turned in, dear Lord, those spoken and unspoken. Watch over all the people. Keep them safe, dear Lord. And just be with us and watch over our country, dear Lord. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Now, Mama, eat up. Let's try this macaroni salad. Are y'all moving up? All right. Let's try some macaroni salad. See if it's just like it was last time you made it, Mama.
Pretty close.
Tastes just like my mama's macaroni salad.
Tastes just like my mama's macaroni salad.
It is a simple recipe.
Uh-oh.
Stop everything. We have to check it out here. Chastity Thomas.
Chastity Thomas.
PM me your address, please.
Alexa, stop.
Alexa, stop. Chastity Thomas, the one who just commented and said the food looks delicious. Chastity, PM me your address. I'm going to put your name down here. PM me for a cookbook, Miss Chastity.
Tell Alexa said another time.
Alexa, how much longer are you going to stay on here, Mama? Alexa, set a timer. 10 minutes.
Timer for how long?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Starting now.
10 minutes.
Yeah. Huh?
That'll make 4.
Yes, ma'am. Now, for this macaroni and tomatoes. I can't wait. Did y'all see how quickly Mama pulled that together? Macaroni and tomatoes is not a big... This is something you can have when you don't want to cook. It's so easy. It's delicious, Mama.
That's what you wanted.
Macaroni and homegrown tomatoes from last year.
I always
Delicious.
cook too much macaroni when I cook. And I looked at that bowl and I thought, that's enough macaroni salad. So what came to my mind was macaroni and tomatoes.
You really can't overdo macaroni. You can put it in the refrigerator. It'll last. You can put cheese in it and have macaroni and cheese. You can put beef in it and have
You
So
know,
you can
that
put
just
soup.
entered my mind, macaroni and cheese. I thought of you with macaroni and tomatoes.
We got another box of macaroni, Mama.
Yeah, we've got a couple more.
Maggie, say hello to everybody.
She has to drink every time we're talking.
She says, no, Mama, I'm just thirsty. Folks, tell us about your macaroni salad. I love Mama's new haircut, Kathy. Mama,
Thank
they
you.
love your new haircut.
Thank you.
Hello from Clemens, North Carolina. Love the macaroni salad. I made some to go with my pork chops. Yum. Jan, I'm glad you did. All the time we have well water that's not always clear, especially after. Yeah, well water. We used to have well water. I loved it, but you had to be kind of careful with it. Make sure you had plenty of it. I love that you and Mama pray before your meals. Deanna, I try to, we try to always make it a point, and then I always try to make sure that's the first thing I do in the morning is to say, thank you, Lord, for waking us up. Thank you for this beautiful day. No matter what the weather, it's a beautiful day. Hello, John and Mama. My Mama used to make the best 7-Up cake. Yeah, we've had that, Veronica. We love 7-Up cake. Have you had a hamburger? Yum, but tomatoes. Macaroni and tomatoes. Oh, macaroni and tomatoes. Yeah, and you can use canned tomatoes. It's really good. I've made them before in the winter like that. Karen, thank you for those stars. John, looks like you got your haircut as well. Looks good. Wendy, well, thank you. Wendy, I cut around on mine about every day. I'll get a haircut or something, and then I'll like see a sprig, and do y'all do that? Could you please tell me what in the macaroni salad looks delicious? Why, yes, Nancy, we'll go over that. Nancy, it's just this was a half a box, well, a fourth of a box of macaroni, because Mama didn't use it all. We put 3 boiled eggs in it. We put mayo and just a little bit of chopped onion, a dab of mustard, about 2 tablespoons, well, 3, I think Mama put some more in it. 3 tablespoons of sweet pickle relish.
No, yeah, I did put another.
And salt, pepper, and sugar to taste. And it's delicious. It's that simple. That's all that's in it.
It was 3 mayonnaise and 2 pickle relish. I think you said 3 pickle relish.
You put another pickle relish in, didn't you?
It was the small spoons.
Okay. So say it again, Mama. 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise.
And 2 pickle relish.
2 tablespoons of pickle relish.
Yeah.
Okay. So in our little bit, but now yours will change if you're fixing more or less. But if you're fixing this amount, this was a perfect combination. Elbow macaroni, boiled eggs, mayo, onion, mustard, sweet pickle relish, salt, pepper, and sugar to taste. And that's it. It's simple, simple. Now, celery's great in it. Love it. Love pimentos in it. I love to add a little bit of nature seasoning in it. I love to put frozen peas in it sometimes with a little bit of cheddar cheese. So macaroni salad is one of those things, it's like a meatloaf. If you don't like macaroni salad, it's because you've not put enough stuff in it yet. If you think, well, I don't care for it, put you some more stuff in it. Macaroni salad is almost like a meatloaf. You could add a little bit of taco seasoning. You can make it hot. You can put jalapenos in it. You can do anything you want to it to make it your own. And we encourage you to do that. Always make it your own. It's the reason Mom and I aren't big on following the rules. Because a lot of things that we want to do, it's not the right flavor for everybody else. So if we get a recipe or something, we make it to where we like it, don't we, Mama? Mm-hmm. And that's the way it works. Do
and
that
a
in
lot
your
of
kitchen.
what I cook is the way I was taught to cook it when growing up and grown and stuff. So I fix it like my mommy or like my grandma or like his granny, my mother-in-law. You know, it's just.
Mary Drummond, did you like it? She says she fixed it just like you did, Mama.
No, I could.
I put celery in mine. Connie, I do too sometimes. Some things here, I need to know if there's a weight in the tomatoes, macaroni, or pepper. I need to know if there is weight in Janet, wait, you mean in the pepper? I'm not sure what you're saying. Some things around here is just a given. We fix it the same way. Mama, like cornbread dressing. We both make it exactly the same. There's no difference. Other things, there's a little difference in the way we do things. And that's just over time, where I've worked different places, where I've, lived and done my thing, and Mama's done her. So some things that don't always have to be duplicated, but some things you do. But like with macaroni salad, there's nothing wrong with having 5 ways to make it. There is at least 4 or 5 different macaroni salads I love. I don't even like green peppers in it, but sometimes I've got a friend who makes it and puts green, and I like it. So I don't know what to tell you, except you make it the way you want it and try all of them. You may like, I like potato salad, I like red potato salad. I like, I don't care for mustard potato salad, but the rest of them I like. Miss making the salad with you, but we'll try it later, I think is what she said. We'll do it later. Sounds delicious. Evelyn, it is just wonderful. I fixed it like Mama, but added some celery seed. Kim, yeah, that's good. I love mac salad. I make mine the same way your mama does. Well, Charlotte, that's great. Hey, Jody, how are you? That's how recipes are created, by putting different things together that you like to make in a dish. Exactly, Jody. And it's also how recipes are created is mistakes. You start out to make one thing and you make a mistake and you're like, well, this is totally different, but it's still good. Did you all ever put sweetened condensed milk in yours? Reba, I haven't made it with sweetened condensed milk, but I've eaten it with sweetened condensed milk. Same thing with coleslaw and potato salad. Now, I do put condensed milk, evaporated milk in my potato salad. Now, the sweetened condensed milk you're talking about, I've had that pasta salad. The one I had was made with bow ties, and it had other things in it, but they'd used sweetened condensed milk, and it was delicious. Delicious. I know I'm probably odd, Belle, but I don't like the crunchy of celery, but I like the flavor, so I use celery salt. Now, Jennifer, that's a normal thing. A lot of people don't like that. Hey, Mama.
Oh, wow. What is it now?
Why did the whale cross the ocean? Brandy, that's a good one.
To get to the other side shore?
Mama, I'm going to give it to you. But the correct thing is to get to the other tide.
The other tide.
Mama, you get a hand clap on that. Brandy, that was cute. Why did the whale cross the ocean to get to the other tide? I've been craving lo mein. Oh, yeah. Gonna fix that sometimes this week. Jill Corbett, I love lo mein. I'll tell you something you can do, Jill, if you don't get a chance to fix it. Just run into your local Chinese restaurant and get it to go, and then bring it home and add it to your supper. It's a good hack. I've done it before. Just get that, bring it home, and make you something to go with it. But yeah, lo mein. I love lo mein. I make macaroni salad different than others. Well, let's see. Who said that? Who was you? Folks, I don't know if y'all realize when we say these comments go quick, they do.
They fly.
You need to eat your hamburger, John. It's getting cold, Deborah. I need a hot meal in a year. I know. I like it hot, but I can eat it not hot. It's hard to eat it. Oh, and our winner is Christy. Let me see. Come closer, Christy. Christy
Alexa,
Safran.
stop, please.
Did she?
Christy, who? I'm sorry.
Christy Safferman, is that correct? Christy, did I destroy it? Krista, did I destroy your name? Christus Sifferman. Christy Safferman. I'm gonna try making the ruby slipper cake with strawberry jello. Oh yeah, I've had it like that before. Mama's made it like that. My grandson loves strawberries. Plus, he can help make it. Yes, Krista, he can. So, Krista, PM me your address, and I am going to send you out a cookbook, a church cookbook. if anybody don't want a church cookbook, whenever you get called out, you can just say, John, I'm going to pass on that, or give mine to someone else, and we can do that. But if you may not want one. Krista, Crista, Krista, send me your address. PM me your address, and I'm going to mail you a cookbook. Our winners was Judy and Mike Wilburn, Wanda Dorsey, Christy Thomas, and Krista Seiferman. So you all PM me your address.
Hang in there. Some of your rest of yous will be picked the next time, baby.
Love to hear John and Mama. Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much.
I would like to say on the cookbooks, if I mail out what's come in, and I think I should to be right, you may have to wait on yours, and the rest of it's come this week, because we'll probably get it in the middle of April, so please don't be discouraged if you don't get them real quick, the cookbooks.
You mean the winners?
Yeah.
Well, Mama, I've got a secret.
What? What's your secret?
I think I've got 5 or 6 in the vehicle.
Well, if you have, we'll be sure to
We'll have enough.
to send these winners theirs.
I think I have, because I had somebody come and get some. They got a few, but they didn't get as many as I thought they wanted.
Okay.
So I think I still have some in that bag out there. I like to keep a few with me when we eventually get them, because I have to turn them into Mama. But I like to keep a few because people will come up to me, locals, you got any of those cookbooks? And I'll say, I sure do, right here. So I think I have a few. If you got your orders filled, just get with me and I'll
But I just tell you, if you don't get it real quick, it will come. I promise you.
Yeah, we are expecting all of them by the middle of next month. By the third week, I think they said the 16th.
Yeah, you will get it.
Mama, this macaroni salad is delicious.
Well, thank you. It's my mama's. That's what we growed up. We didn't have celery and all that stuff growing up.
You didn't have celery?
Well, not every day stuff. And my mommy cooked every day.
Because you just had what you grew.
Mostly, yeah. We'd have celery around Thanksgiving and stuff maybe, but we didn't have it on hand all the time.
I didn't realize that, Mom.
Yeah.
Because we always have celery in the refrigerator.
Well, we didn't growing up and stuff.
I can understand that. Because if you can't grow it and you don't have it in the refrigerator, what would you have done? Your dinner looks so good. I think that's what I'm going to have. I recommend it. Kathy Dennis, you can come back on here and watch this and see this macaroni salad, or you may have your special recipe already. Looking at all your comments inspires me to cook something else. Do you and Mama make homemade Easter chocolates? I miss those from childhood. No, Brandy, we don't, but it inspires me to want to make some. You're talking about where you melt the chocolate and pour the little molds. Mama used to do that.
Years ago.
Years ago. It was delicious. Thank you for those stars, Michelle. Paula Johnson, I must be the only one that check got lost. Paula Johnson, did your check get lost?
I'll write her name down. I'll check.
We'll check, Paula, see if it's here. But it takes, the time you all send it, sometimes it takes a week or so before we see it. We have had some.
And you're writing it left-handed.
Well, it was on the left side. Mama and I picked up road. We have had some that the check came a month or so later, and you could tell the envelope had been through some traumatic stuff.
Yeah.
Like maybe it got lost in a machine or something. So sometimes
I did get a letter yesterday when I went to the post office that was sealed in a postal envelope, clear, where it had been tore. So I've not opened it or looked at it yet, because we've been so busy today.
Paula, if you send a check and it got lost, just holler at us. You can PM me and we'll look for it. Okay. How many cookbooks have you all sold? Any idea?
No.
Debbie, we don't really have an idea because we order them sporadically, but this is, we usually order 300 and something, and this will be probably the 10th or 11th order. So we can do the math on that. We sold a bunch though. We appreciate you all, and the church appreciates you all.
The ladies and stuff at the church that WMU, they just cannot believe that the cookbooks have went all over the world with their names in them, and they're just thrilled to death that they have, you know, all over the United States and stuff.
Thank you all for those comments. Thank you for the floating hearts and the laughy faces. I'm late. Claudia, thank you for all those hearts. Claudia, we're getting ready to leave, but you can pick right back up and watch it again. And you can make you some macaroni salad. And we just thank y'all for being with us. The cook-alongs they're just interested and they're just fun, and we just enjoy them. We enjoy having y'all here every day, but we certainly enjoy having you here in our kitchen on a cook-along day. And we love having the opportunity to give away some cookbooks and just sharing the love. And you all are awesome to us. And I know other people say it, but we know it's the truth. Coffee Time fans and people and followers are the best. You all are the absolute best.
Yes.
Because you all are our friends and our family. And we feel that way about you. And I know
I've never seen some of them, but where their names on our lot.
we know you all because
They're
we
like
see
family.
we see your comments on here a lot. And you've got the little badges out through there, and I'm like, so someone asked about badges last night, so I looked them up. They've got all kinds of badges, all them little top fan, top this. It's wonderful little ideas, and I'm sure, and I see a bunch of y'all have them. I really didn't know about all of them until y'all asked last night, so thank y'all for pointing that out. Someone asked what the flag was for, but they've got tons of them. But Facebook is ever changing and coming up with new ideas. Thank you, Jerry, for those stars. Coming up with new ideas and new stuff, and sometimes we ignore some of it and pass it, and then they say, hey, what's going on here? So we have to get on top of stuff sometimes. And Sandra, how are you? I miss y'all. I set my alarm for 6, but I forgot. Oh, you are an hour ahead? It's Eastern. Ours is always Eastern. But you can watch us again because we're just wrapping up, so you're just a little bit behind. We've been on here about an hour and 5 minutes, so you ain't missed much. And you can catch it up, and you'll have it caught up by your time. By 7 o'clock your time, you'll be caught up. Folks, we thank you. Lord willing, we'll be doing Sunday school in the morning. And so join us in the morning for that. It'll be sometimes between 9 and 9:30. I don't have a set time for anything. And the only time we really have a set time for is cook-alongs. The rest of the time, we just jump on when we're here. So sometimes we're late, sometimes we're early. But we appreciate every time y'all tune in. And the page has grown. And it's just amazing that y'all are spreading it out and sharing it with your friends. And I know I'm not supposed to say that word. I did. But we thank you. And if you're brand new, welcome to the Coffee Time family. And if you've been here with us the whole time, you all know you're welcome. And you know that you're family to us. So just keep on watching. And we just love y'all and just thank the Lord for you every day. If you're on this page and you're following us, you're prayed for every day. So if you're looking for prayers, you're getting them right here because we do mention you all every day in our prayers.
And every Sunday and Wednesday at church.
Every Sunday, every Wednesday at church. Our whole church is praying for you. And we know y'all are praying for us too because that's the only way we're going to get through is you pray for us and we'll pray for you. So y'all have a wonderful rest of the evening. The evening is still early. We've got all kinds of times. It's still daylight. If it was just a little bit warmer, it's 51. I'd go out and sit in the swing.
Warmer.
I'd go out and sit in the swing and drink coffee and let Maggie play in the grass, but she don't want no part of it today. When she goes out today, she's wanting back in a hurry.
That cold air hits her, she's ready.
The princess don't like the cold. She don't like it either. She's laying in front of the fireplace right now, even though it's not on. I think that's her way of saying.
Heat from the pilot.
That's just a little bit, but I think that's her way of saying, y'all gonna turn this on. Thank y'all for cooking with us today. Thank you for being with us. We'll check on the comments when we get off from here. Just keep on keeping on, and we appreciate you as each and every one.
And congratulate everybody that want to cook good.
Congratulations to all y'all. You guys have a great evening. Take a night, Mama.
Good night, Mama. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.